Hi guys, we're at the Courtyard studio for Penelope Ad. Just a really fascinating show and such great storytelling. This storytelling is really hard, and to get a cast, a whole massive Greek chorus like you did, was really terrific. So what was the inspiration behind telling this story?
Thank you. The story, I've always been interested in myth and how myth is used to explore stories and to interpret things in different ways, to explain things that we might not possibly understand otherwise. And this story of Odysseus I've always known, and I've studied it, and then to find out that Margaret Atwood had written a story which she wrote the novella first in 2004, to find that she'd written that and then written a play from the perspective of Penelope, the woman who's left behind while Odysseus goes off and has his life-threatening adventures and stuff and fights wars and stuff. I've always been really interested in what happens to the people left behind when that happens.
Yeah.
So I was really intrigued by her version, and I love Margaret Atwood anyway. I think her writing is astounding. So
I thought it was wonderful writing and really, really terrific storytelling. And I love going to see a show and just get immersed in the story. So Elaine, you were playing Penelope. What's it like to tell such a grand story like that?
Well, it's a privilege, but it was hard too, because sometimes you're in Hades, and then sometimes you're retelling. She's retelling her story, when she was 15 and her birth, and all of those things. it was complicated, but it was amazing as well, and it was just fantastic to be able to be the voice of women. I think there's so many little lines in this that are that I think are very telling, aren't they? Yeah. The one bit where she says, the world is just as dangerous as it was back in my day. If anything, it's even worse. So, and I just think, we just all need to remember that sometimes, our voices need to be heard.
Yeah, absolutely. Theatre is always a team sport, I always say. It's a team effort, but in a show like this in particular, because everyone is part of that storytelling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we have, first of all, we have a fantastic cast. We have 13 women in our cast, and there's Penelope, obviously, and the rest of the cast play the ensemble, and they play all of the other parts too. So they work so well together as an ensemble, and then also as individuals, and then slip back into that ensemble role, which is quite incredible. And all of the elements that we have from our set that you see behind us, this amazing set that was designed by Kate Cleland, our music that was composed by Glenn Phillips, our choreography by Brooke Thomas, our vocal coaching work by Tony Turner. It's so many
Costumes
people.
by Annie Kay.
Costumes by Annie Kay, which just adds so much colour and individuality and brilliance to it. And tie in with our weaving theme. So to have this kind of overarching theme and for everyone to be involved with that and on board with that was pretty amazing, pretty special. It's a very special piece of theatre, I think. Yeah.
It's always wonderful as a director to see your vision come together in a show. Is there a particular moment, without giving too much away to our audience, is there a particular moment where you just go, yes, that's exactly how I wanted it to be?
Yes, all of it, I could say all of it, but there is a moment, and because, as Elaine said, we're seeing this story through Penelope's eyes. She's telling the story, so we have to now, for this telling, believe her version of events. There's many other versions of events, but we have
Mostly from the male perspective.
Mostly from the male perspective, but we have to believe her version. So when she says that she got on with all the other women like sisters, we have to believe that. And there is one beautiful scene where, I believe they all do kind of respond to each other like sisters, and it's really rather lovely. That's your midnight weaving scene, which I just think is gorgeous. Yeah.
I'd actually agree with that. When I watched that scene, I actually felt that camaraderie amongst them all. But that makes, I don't want to give too much away, it even more heartbreaking.
It does. In
story.
contrast with what follows, that's that's quite hard to think about, really. But,
Great. Well, look, thank you so much for joining me today and joining our audience. Now, the show is running until next weekend, is that right?
Yes, until the 17th.
17th?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Wednesday, from this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, but we are already sold out for Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
Which is
Terrific.
fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
but
get
there's
your
still
tickets.
Plenty of tickets for Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday matinee. So get your tickets.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you enjoy really good storytelling, this is such a wonderful piece to watch. I do encourage you to come down and see it. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure always, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye for
Thanks.
now.
Bye.